A controversial CEO introducing Elon Musk and Tesla. Elon Musk, tech visionary, billionaire entrepreneur, agent of chaos. One thing's for sure, he's rarely out of the headlines. Musk's company Tesla has revolutionized the electric vehicle market. Their sleek designs and impressive technology have made them a status symbol. But Musk's outspoken nature, particularly his recent political leanings, have thrust him into the center of a political storm. This wouldn't be an issue for most CEOs, but Musk isn't most CEOs. He's wading into the murky waters of American politics, and it seems some people are struggling to stay afloat. Putting money where their mouths aren't. Democrat investments in Tesla. Here's where things get interesting. Several Democrat politicians, while publicly criticizing Musk, have been quietly investing in Tesla. Representatives like Josh Gottheimer, Vicente Gonzalez, and Henry Cuellar have all purchased Tesla stock. This is a bit like saying you hate the circus but secretly love the trapeze act. These investments range from thousands to hundreds of thousands of dollars. This raises the question, if these politicians truly find Musk's actions and rhetoric so objectionable, why invest in his company at all? A barrage of criticism. Democrats' public stance against Musk. The criticisms against Musk from these same Democrats are well documented. From his acquisition of Twitter to his stance on free speech, Musk has become a favorite target. Representative Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, for example, has been particularly vocal, calling Musk one of the most unintelligent billionaires. This disconnect between words and actions has not gone unnoticed. Critics argue that it smacks of hypocrisy. It paints a picture of politicians saying one thing to appease their base while quietly profiting from the very person they're criticizing. Section 4. Silence speaks volumes. The response to attacks on Tesla. Adding another layer to this already messy saga are the recent attacks on Tesla. These incidents have raised eyebrows and sparked debates across various platforms. A dealership in Las Vegas was firebombed, causing significant damage and raising concerns about safety and security. A man rammed a four-wheeler into Teslas in Texas, an act of sheer recklessness that left many vehicles in ruins. And vehicles have been vandalized across the country, with perpetrators leaving behind a trail of destruction. While the motivations behind these attacks are unclear, authorities are working tirelessly to uncover the reasons. Some have pointed to the increasingly toxic rhetoric surrounding Musk and his company, suggesting it might be fueling these actions. What's striking is the relative silence from some Democrats in the face of these attacks. Their lack of response has not gone unnoticed. While violence and vandalism should be condemned regardless of the target, the absence of a strong stance is concerning. The lack of strong condemnation from those who have been so quick to criticize Musk speaks volumes. It raises questions about the consistency of their principles. Section 5. A House divided. The White House versus Democrats on Tesla. The White House, however, has been far more vocal in its stance on the issue. Press Secretary Karine Jean-Pierre condemned the attacks, calling them acts of domestic terrorism. She also criticized Democrats for their perceived hypocrisy, pointing out the inconsistency in their responses. This highlights the growing rift between the White House and some members of the Democratic Party on this issue, which seems to be widening. On one hand, you have the White House calling out the attacks and criticizing the hypocrisy within the party. On the other, you have some Democrats seemingly more comfortable criticizing Elon Musk and his business practices. They appear more focused on Musk's actions than on condemning the violence against his company Tesla. It's a confusing message, to say the least, and it leaves many wondering about the true priorities of the party. Section 6. A complex conundrum. Navigating the hypocrisy. The situation surrounding Elon Musk, Tesla, and the Democratic Party is complex. On one hand, Musk is hailed as a visionary, pushing the boundaries of technology and sustainability. There's a clear disconnect between the financial investments being made and the public criticisms being levied. While significant funds are poured into Tesla, the company faces relentless scrutiny and opposition. This disconnect, coupled with the recent attacks on Tesla and the varied responses, has created a tangled web of hypocrisy and political maneuvering. The narrative is further complicated by the actions of key political figures. It remains to be seen how this will all play out. The stakes are high and the implications for both Tesla and the political landscape are significant. Will these Democrats address the criticisms of hypocrisy? Or will they continue to walk a fine line, balancing public opinion and private interests? Will they become more vocal in condemning the attacks on Tesla? Only time will tell. The pressure is mounting and the world is watching closely. One thing's for certain, however, this story is far from over. The unfolding events promise to keep us all on the edge of our seats.